Do good deeds in silence. A teaching inspired by Gautama Buddha. Buddha, love, light. In a world illuminated by screens, applause, and constant visibility, silence has become rare. Good deeds are often shared publicly. Generosity is photographed, charity is announced. Even kindness sometimes seeks validation. Yet, the wisdom inspired by Gautama Buddha offers a quiet but powerful reminder. Do good deeds in silence. This teaching does not condemn visibility or recognition. Rather, it invites us to examine the intention behind our actions. It asks a simple but profound question. Are we doing good for goodness itself, or for the image of being good? When kindness no longer seeks applause, it becomes pure, and in that purity, the heart becomes light. The subtle desire for recognition. Human beings naturally desire appreciation. We want to feel seen and valued. When we help someone, a small part of us may hope for acknowledgement. When we sacrifice for others, we may expect gratitude. There is nothing inherently wrong with this desire. But when recognition becomes the hidden motivation, generosity turns into a quiet transaction. We give, and then we wait. If thanks come, we feel satisfied. If they do not, we feel overlooked. Sometimes resentment grows silently. Silent goodness frees us from this emotional dependence. When we act kindly without expecting return, our peace does not fluctuate based on others' reactions. The action itself becomes complete. The freedom of pure intention. Doing good in silence means that your motivation is internal rather than external. You act because it aligns with your values, not because it enhances your reputation. There is immense freedom in this. You no longer need to announce your sacrifice. You no longer need to defend your generosity. You no longer need proof that you are kind. You simply act. This simplicity reduces mental noise. There is no internal calculation of who noticed, who approved, who responded. The heart feels lighter. Quiet kindness in daily life. Silent good deeds are rarely dramatic. They are small gestures. Helping a colleague without seeking credit. Supporting a friend without mentioning your effort later. Giving anonymously to someone in need. Forgiving without broadcasting your forgiveness. Offering a kind word without expecting praise. These actions may pass unnoticed, but they shape character. When kindness becomes habitual and quiet, it becomes part of your nature. The ego and the need to be seen. The ego thrives on identity. It wants to be recognized as generous, helpful, wise, or compassionate. When we announce our good deeds, we subtly strengthen this identity. We create a narrative about ourselves. There is nothing wrong with healthy self-respect, but when identity becomes attached to virtue, subtle pride appears. Silent goodness dissolves pride. When no one knows your contribution, your ego has nothing to feed on. Only sincerity remains. This sincerity purifies the heart. The spiritual dimension of silence. Silence has a sacred quality. In silence, actions are free from performance. They are not shaped by audience reaction. When good deeds are performed quietly, they become an offering, not to society's approval, but to the deeper values of compassion and integrity. This aligns with spiritual growth. In Buddhist wisdom, attachment to praise and fear of blame are forms of bondage. When we act solely from conscience rather than reputation, we weaken these attachments. The result is inner peace. The paradox of recognition. Ironically, those who practice silent goodness often earn genuine respect over time. Their integrity becomes visible not because they announce it, but because it is consistent. People sense authenticity. Yet, even if recognition never comes, the practitioner remains content. Their happiness was never dependent on applause. This independence is strength. Silent goodness and emotional stability. When your kindness depends on acknowledgement, your emotions fluctuate. Appreciation brings joy, neglect brings disappointment. But when you do good in silence, your emotional state becomes steady. You act according to principle. The result belongs to life. This steadiness cultivates resilience. You are no longer easily shaken by misunderstanding or lack of praise. Guarding against hidden resentment. Silent goodness must be genuine. If you give silently, but secretly hope others will notice later, frustration may build. The practice requires honest self-examination. Ask yourself, would I still do this if no one ever knew? Am I giving freely, or am I quietly keeping score? When the intention is pure, resentment does not grow. When intention is mixed, awareness helps refine it. The power of anonymous compassion. Anonymous acts of kindness carry a unique beauty. When you help someone who will never know your name, you remove personal reward entirely. You act solely from compassion. This experience can be transformative. You realize that goodness does not require identity. It simply exists. Such acts strengthen humility and dissolve self-centeredness. Silence as protection of integrity. In noisy environments, silence protects sincerity. When you speak constantly about your good deeds, the act becomes diluted by self-promotion. Silence preserves integrity. It keeps the focus on the act itself rather than the actor. In this way, silence becomes an ally of purity. Transforming relationships through quiet goodness. In families and relationships, silent good deeds prevent competition. When one partner helps without announcing sacrifice, harmony increases. When parents give without repeatedly reminding children of their effort, resentment decreases. Quiet generosity builds trust. It creates emotional safety. Others feel supported rather than indebted. Doing good in a world of exposure. Modern life encourages visibility. Social media platforms reward sharing and self-expression. It can be tempting to display every act of generosity. This teaching does not demand total secrecy. There are times when public action inspires others, but the key question remains, what is your primary intention? If your action is meant to encourage others toward kindness, it may serve a collective benefit, but if it seeks validation, awareness is needed. Balance is wisdom. The inner light of selfless action. When you consistently do good in silence, something changes inside you. Your need for approval diminishes. Your confidence becomes quiet rather than loud. Your identity becomes less fragile. You no longer need to prove goodness. You simply embody it. This embodiment is what we may call Buddha love light, a steady radiance of compassion that shines without demand for attention. Freedom from comparison. Comparison often infiltrates generosity. Who gives more? Who sacrifices more? Who is more compassionate? Silent goodness dissolves comparison. When you act privately, there is no competition. You focus only on your intention. This focus brings peace. The long-term reward. In the short term, visible good deeds may bring applause. Silent good deeds may bring nothing externally. But in the long term, silent goodness builds character. Character shapes destiny. A person who consistently acts from quiet integrity develops deep self-respect. Their conscience is clear. Their mind is calm. This calm is happiness. A daily practice. To practice silent goodness, begin with small intentions. Today, I will help without announcing. Today, I will forgive quietly. Today, I will give without expectation. Observe your inner reactions. Notice any desire to be recognized. Smile gently at it. Let it pass. Over time, your motivation becomes purer, the ultimate insight. Doing good in silence is not about hiding virtue. It is about freeing virtue from ego. When the ego steps aside, compassion flows naturally. You no longer measure your worth through applause. You no longer feel diminished when unnoticed. You no longer seek to advertise kindness. You simply live it. And in living it, something profound unfolds. Your heart becomes lighter. Your mind becomes quieter. Your relationships become more harmonious. True goodness does not shout. It whispers. It works quietly in unseen places. It strengthens bonds. It heals wounds. It brightens lives. And the one who practices it discovers a secret. The greatest reward of silent good deeds is not recognition. It is peace. When your actions align with sincerity rather than ego, you experience a deep, stable happiness that cannot be taken away. Do good deeds in silence. Let your compassion shine without announcement. In that quiet radiance, you will discover that the brightest light is the one that does not demand to be seen.